You may have heard of Tyraax before, but what even is Tyraax? You know, people often think, oh, it's just this dead group. Well, no, Tyraax is really an idea my brother and I have had in our heads since 2014. And the idea is that it's a republic, nation, with its homeworld being an icy, blizzardy, urban world, and it outstretches to the frontiers of the galaxy. And there's a civilian sector, an enforcement sector, and a military sector. In the civilian sector, you can find yourself trying to become a high-class citizen, or enjoying the life of a average, everyday Joe. You know, going to clubs, going to restaurants, enjoying the entertainment city, um, enjoying Nebula City, and going to Salty Joe's, the snail racing emporium, betting your money. Who cares? Just live life free. That's the Tyranian way. We're freedom. We're free people with a republic that supports the civilians, that supports the military as well. And in the military, you can find yourself rising through the ranks. You will find yourself stuck at the enlisted rank until you can complete the battle readiness test. This test is quite difficult, but it is possible. You take 4 squad members, and you are waiting in a box. Instructors are around the field. They open cages to bots. Bots crawl out to the center of the battlefield. Now, an instructor will stay in the center, corralling the bots, while the other instructor releases the cage, releases the box that you are spawned in. You'll move forward to cover, etc., etc., until you defeat the battle readiness test, and then you will be a true member of the military. Now, how does the police work? In the police, you will be patrolling the city streets of Nebula City in cruisers, all-terrain vehicles, and hover bikes. All are hover vehicles. Now, it's either that as a city enforcer, or with a stellar enforcer role, you will be patrolling the solar system, and you will capture them in your flagship. The enforcement department has a flagship on the solar system where they can capture those who are doing heinous crimes. Back to the civilian sector. There are government roles. You can be a governor. You can be a senator. The Senate is compiled of the Supreme Judge, my generals, the Grand Enforcer, myself, and that's about it. Perhaps some governors are in there. So, in order to become one of these roles, it is best for you to join the military. The military is the most active sector of Tyraax. It is where I am, it is where Arbiter is, it is where Cody is, and it is where Star Swiss is. Bleh. So, you should join Tyraax. It's just this group that my brother and I have been dreaming of trying to create since 2014. And I'll go on a little tangent further about how we have been trying to develop our homeworld. Our homeworld is the city of Tyraax, the capital city of the Heartland. At this world, we plan on having some sort of massive city environment. You know, something where the police can thrive with their job. Something where the civilians can thrive and make money, you know, make that Eura. That's what we call them, Eura. That's what we call cash. And, you know, we've gone through many projects with this, and it's been a rocky road, and really we haven't ever completed one, except for back in around 2014. But, obviously that became outdated by 2016. And so I have personally been looking for a developer, but I do have some developers who can help me, but not quite to the scale of Tyraax. And so I was looking for developers to possibly help build a city, and I was going to have them build a spaceport and just see how they did. And if they did a phenomenal job, I would have hired them to build Tyraax. But the people I found, one guy was on Fiverr, and I showed him all the concepts we have for Tyraax, and uh, or for that city. We had so many jobs, so many uh, NPC ideas, and a radio show, and all this. It's a lot of intellectual property that I won't share. But um, really, it's just a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of stuff we want to do with this group, but we just have trouble completing projects sometimes. But for now, we have a place called Nebula City, and you can do some fun stuff at it. It just needs a couple things. There's just a couple things that need done there, and the game will be fully playable. I'll probably write out a list of things, the necessities, and work with my team, and we'll figure out if we can finish the game. But thanks for listening to my tangent. Tyraax it's my biggest dream. Bigging, bigging. I don't know what that means. But oh, maybe I was saying beginning in 2014. But it's never been completed. And honestly, even once I've completed all my goals, I will create new ones, and I will continue to work with Tyraax and try to be a good leader and bring the best content possible. And that's about it. See ya. Oh, hell yeah, they made the cha-cha better. Oh, hell yeah.